Hey, welcome to Chaplain Chat. We are actually, this is September 11th. We're back at Roads to Jobs. You're going to hear some noise in the background because they're working on roads, some things are roads to jobs. I have David Marsh with us, so this is so cool. David, you're going to be at our banquet, share a little bit of our banquet. But David, I got to know David when he was in the jail with us at Bob Wiley. And now he's been writing, one of the things David does is he writes articles. I'm hitting you here. He writes articles for the Valley Voice. In fact, I shared a couple of those articles on Chaplain Chat. David, you were with us in the jail, but I need to ask you real quick. When you were there in our jail, was Jesus in the jail?
Constantly.
A little louder.
Constantly.
Very good. How was he there, David?
Chaplain John, and there in your little bag in the Bible studies. He was there in the Bibles we kept in our cells. He was there in the inmates that wanted him to be there, perhaps in some of the ones that didn't, but definitely there for them that wanted him.
Yeah, and we had other volunteers coming in, didn't we? Like Bob and Ray and a lot of men. God bless those volunteers that come in. David, any articles for Valley Voice you've been writing the last couple of times? You did some great interviews. You interviewed, I think, Captain Skiles. But something's going to change in October. It's going to change our jail, change our community. What's going to be happening in October that's going to change us?
A full and overcrowded jail.
Yeah.
As the inmates come from court to county jails instead of court to prison.
Because the state prisons can't afford, they're coming into our neck of the woods now. And we all knew this. We've been reading about this in the paper. We're going to start seeing a change in October. David, the other question I wanted to ask you, and we're going to talk about this at the banquet, but what can we be doing? What are we doing now? But what can we be doing to get ready for this change in October?
Bringing the community support together. Part of Governor Brown's plan to make this all work was the part that the community would play. And the community needs to become more actively involved in being there at the door when the inmates come out with nothing, and many of them come out with no homes, no family. They burn their bridges on family support. They need to know that there's somebody there that's going to help them make the steps that they started when they're behind the bars.
Yeah, David, Next Step to Freedom is a group that's been meeting for about over a year and a half, and you're part of that group now. Amen.
Yes, I am.
And this is a group that meets with us once a month, and the passion they have, the purpose is to help men and women to get out of jail, stay out of jail. And David, you've got kind of a passion or a thought, something you would like to see us develop even more so now. What's that?
Well, it's a collective thought within the group, and that's we want to mentor people that come out of the jails. And why this is such a passion for me is that certain members of the group, like Chaplain Bob and Ray Thiessen, were so instrumental for me when I needed somebody. They were there. And that's what we want to do. We want to find a way to put together the parolees, probationers we have within the group, the jail chaplain, yourself, and the volunteer chaplains that go in there that have the activity behind the bars and the activity out on the streets and groups like Next Steps to Freedom. And we want to find a way to make this take off, that everybody can get involved.
Hey, David, thank you. I got to tell you something. If you have not gotten your reservation for our banquet September 20th, please call me right away. I'm really serious. We're getting some good responses, and we want you there. Call at me at 735-1770. 735-1770. We want you there. David's going to be there. It's an exciting banquet. October 1st doesn't frighten me. It's going to be an exciting challenge for our county. We know what changes people. Jesus changes people. We just want people to go that next step with Jesus. And so we'll be doing that, sharing it at the banquet. Hey, David, thank you for being with us on what?
September 20th.
Yeah, but where are we on right now?
Chaplain Chat.
Chaplain, thank you. All right. All right, very good, very good.